Welcome to today's episode of English Hacks. Speak like a native in 30 days. If you're ready to sound more natural in English, you're in the right place. In the next 10 minutes, I'll share powerful tips to boost your pronunciation, expand your vocabulary, and improve your fluency. No boring lessons, just practical hacks that work. Let's get started. Mindset shift. First things first, mindset. Learning a language is like learning a new rhythm. Instead of focusing on every single word, try to feel the flow of the language. Listen more, speak more, and don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you're learning. Here's your first hack, shadowing. Pick a short clip of a native speaker. Listen to it, pause, and repeat immediately, mimicking their pronunciation and tone. This trick helps you sound more natural, fast. Pronunciation matters. It's not about having a perfect accent, it's about being clear and natural. Here's a quick hack, connected speech. In English, words blend together. For example, instead of saying, "What are you doing?" native speakers say, "What you doing? Try this. I am going to becomes I'm gonna." These small changes make your speech sound more natural. Another trick, focus on stress and intonation. English is a stress-timed language, meaning some words are emphasized more than others. Say this sentence, "I really want to learn English. Hear the rhythm?" That's the key. Vocabulary. Boost a big vocabulary makes you sound confident. But instead of memorizing long word lists, use this hack, contextual learning. Learn words inside sentences. Instead of just memorizing efficient, learn it in a phrase. This method is more efficient. This way, you understand how to use it naturally. Want to sound like a native? Use phrasal verbs. Instead of continue, say keep going. Instead of delay, say hold off. Little changes, big difference. Fluency tricks. Fluency is not about speaking fast. It's about speaking smoothly. One simple trick, think in English. Don't translate from your native language. Instead, describe things around you in English. Example, instead of thinking, "I need to buy milk in your native language," and translating, just think it directly in English. I need to buy milk. The more you do this, the faster you'll speak. Another powerful hack, practice with AI or voice assistants. Speak to Siri, Google Assistant, or any AI voice tool. It helps you practice pronunciation and fluency without fear. The 30-day challenge now, let's put these hacks into action. Here's your 30-day challenge. Week 1, listen and shadow native speakers daily for 5 minutes. Week 2, focus on connected speech and practice blending words. Week 3, learn 5 new phrasal verbs daily and use them in sentences. Week 4, think in English and practice speaking with AI. Common mistakes English learners make and how to fix them. Welcome to today's episode of English Hacks. If you're learning English, chances are you've made some mistakes along the way. But don't worry, today we're going to break down the most common errors English learners make, and most importantly, how to fix them. Whether it's grammar, pronunciation, or everyday usage, I've got you covered. So let's get started. Grammar mistakes. Grammar can be tricky, but some mistakes happen more often than others. Let's talk about a few of the most common ones. Confusing past simple and present perfect. Many learners say, "I have gone to the store yesterday," but in English, if you mention a specific time like yesterday, you must use the past simple. I went to the store yesterday. Forgetting the subject, English requires a subject in almost every sentence. Instead of saying, "Is raining today?" make sure to say, "It is raining today." Incorrect prepositions. Prepositions can be tough because they don't always translate directly. Many learners say, "I am good in English," but the correct phrase is, "I am good at English." Singular versus plural mistakes. Saying, "She have a book" is incorrect. "She has a book" is the right way. Verbs must match the subject. Using much instead of many people say, "I have much friends." The correct sentence is, "I have many friends." Use much for uncountable nouns and many for countable ones. These are just a few grammar mistakes that can make your English sound unnatural. But don't worry, practice makes perfect. Pronunciation mistakes. Pronunciation is another area where learners struggle. Let's talk about some key issues and how to fix them. The th sound. Many learners pronounce think as tink or sink. 2. Fix this. Place your tongue between your teeth and blow air out. Hink. Silent letters. Words like no, psychology, and wrist have silent letters. Always check pronunciation before assuming every letter is pronounced. Confusing short and long vowel sounds. The words ship and sheep sound different. One has a short I and the other has a long I. Make sure you hear and practice the difference. Word stress issues. English words have stressed syllables. Saying photograph instead of photograph can make words harder to understand. Linking. Words together. Native speakers blend words. Instead of, what do you want? They say, what do you want? Pay attention to how words connect in natural speech. By focusing on pronunciation, you'll sound clearer and more confident when speaking English. Vocabulary. And usage mistakes, even if you know a lot of words, using them incorrectly can create confusion. Let's go over some common vocabulary and usage mistakes. False friends. Some words seem similar in English and your native language but have different meanings. For example, actual in English means real, but in Spanish, actual means current, overusing. Very. Instead of saying very happy, try ecstatic. Instead of very tired, say exhausted. Using richer vocabulary makes you sound more fluent, using do and make incorrectly. Say make a mistake, not do a mistake. Say do homework, not make homework. Using the wrong form of words. Advice is a noun, while advise is a verb. I need advice, correct, versus I need advise, incorrect, mixing up similar words. Words like lose and loose, affect and effect, or accept and accept confuse learners. Always double-check meanings and pronunciation. Expanding your vocabulary the right way helps you sound more natural in English conversations. Fluency. Tips fluency isn't about speed. It's about smoothness. Let's discuss a few habits that can make you a better speaker. Thinking in English. If you translate in your head, your speech will be slow. Instead, start thinking directly in English, using simple sentences first. Don't try to use complex grammar right away. Start with short, clear sentences and build from there. Practicing with AI or apps. Use tools like chatbots, speech recognition, or voice assistants to practice speaking. Repeating key phrases. Phrases like, that makes sense, that's a great idea, or I see what you mean, make conversations smoother. Speaking every day. Even 5 to 10 minutes of daily practice can help you improve over time. Now you know some of the most common English mistakes and how to fix them. Remember, mistakes are part of learning, so don't be afraid to keep practicing. The more you listen, speak, and engage with English, the more natural it will feel. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who's learning English. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next episode of English Hacks. That's it for today's episode. If you found these hacks helpful, share this podcast with a friend who's learning English. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and remember, fluency is a journey, not a destination. See you in the next episode of English Hacks.